Welcome back, everyone, and happy Thursday. Now, we've almost made it to the end of the week, but not quite to the end of the rain. While things may be a little bit quiet in central Montana, other folks are getting lots of thunderstorms this morning. Out in eastern Montana, some thunderstorms. They're moving out, but a few hours ago were a little bit worse. Out in North Dakota and South Dakota, it's a bit worse. The strongest of the storms has moved off to our neighbors to the east, but still some rain moving through areas like Miles City and Glendive this morning. Also some hail here just along the border, kind of moving into the Dakotas for now, but there was some hail in Montana and some lightning as well. And now that is kind of dying down now, but we do have more rain coming right after it. Late this morning into the early afternoon hours, we're going to see some more rain. And of course, flooding is still the big story for most of the state. We've got a flood watch, which was just added yesterday in anticipation of all of this rain and snow melt we're expecting for the end of the week into the weekend. Flood watch is in effect until tomorrow evening for the northern Rocky Mountain front into central Montana, down in southwestern Montana, and west of the Divide as well. And also we still have lots of flood warnings in areas where flooding is occurring. So a watch means that the conditions are ripe for flooding to start, but it isn't necessarily happening just yet, and we're keeping an eye on that. A flood warning means that it's happening, and this is coming to no surprise to people in the Helena Valley and in the Lincoln area, where there's been lots of flooding, and also on the Sun River here. This is relatively new. A few days ago this was added, the flood warning, and this is going till later this morning, but the level near Sims was above flooding, and it's forecasted to get worse this weekend, and also near Vaughn will get worse this weekend as well. And in the town of Sun River, on the Sun River near on Highway 200, that is going to be one of the worst areas. So if you have to travel through that area, I would find a different way to go this morning, because the flooding, especially in those low-lying areas, is pretty bad right now. And with more rain coming later today, it's probably not going to improve in the next day or so and into the weekend. There's still also a flood warning on the Musselshell River just east of Harleton. That is all the way until Saturday morning. So this weekend we're expecting things to kind of ramp up with the extra rain that's coming tomorrow, the rest of the day today and tomorrow. That is going to increase the flooding issues in all of Montana. Lots of folks are going to get some rain tomorrow. Also out here in eastern Montana along Fort Peck Lake, there's a lake wind advisory. So not only do we have rain, but high winds in this area, up to 30-mile-an-hour gusts, and that is until tomorrow morning. So just keeping an eye on that as well. Now let's take a look ahead at what we're expecting, because this is kind of what everybody's wondering: where and when can I expect the next round of rain coming through? So later on this morning into the afternoon, early afternoon hours, the rain will start and kind of along the high line here into central Montana as well, and that will push through the state later on today. And then tomorrow is going to be a pretty showery day as well through central Montana, and a few raindrops hanging on Saturday morning as well. And then Sunday evening we'll have some more rain kind of kicking off the beginning of the next work week. We'll get a little bit of a break Sunday morning, but into the next work week is when we'll see even more rain, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Looking at accumulations, it's going to be the worst along the high line here near Glasgow and Havre. Other areas getting from trace amounts to about a ½ an inch. So this is definitely going to impact the flooding. It is going to get worse up into this weekend before it gets better. So the river forecasts are saying that Saturday things could start peaking, getting worse as far as flooding goes. You can see all that rain that's coming tomorrow into this weekend, and then we have a chance of rain all the way into next week.